What is up, guys? My name is Brie, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to use Kajabi to run a profitable, wildly successful online course business. And in my humble opinion, courses are the #1 way to create a business where you're doing what you love and helping other people at the same time, all while you're building a business that allows you to stop trading hours for dollars and actually build a lifestyle that you love. I run my entire course-based business from Kajabi, and I absolutely love it because it allows me to run that business as a whole from one place without having to try to fit together various tools, various softwares in order to get all of the features I need in order to bring the best to my business. It has a little bit of a learning curve, especially if you're just getting started. So in this video, I'm going to take you into the back end of Kajabi, show you how to set up your course and get all of those pieces you need in place in order to have a successful and profitable first course launch. So let's dive right into that, and we'll pull Kajabi up on my computer. Step #1 is to sign up for Kajabi and set up your account. So head on over to kajabi.com and choose the plan you want to get started with. You can actually sign up for a 30-day free trial if you use the link in the description below. This is double the regular trial that you can get by just going to Kajabi and using what they offer you. But this is a special deal here. You can start with 30 days free to try everything out. But once you choose your plan, you sign up, you can get started right inside Kajabi. So this is the Kajabi back end, and I just want to show you what a course looks like built inside this program. So this is my main program. This is my Course Boss Academy, and this is what a student would see when they log in. So this is the main course dashboard. There is a tracker here that tracks how many lessons you've completed, and I have it set up in different sections. So I have the Start Here section, Phase 1, Phase 2, and so on and so forth. And you have your individual lessons. So there's my video lesson that plays right on the top, and you have a section underneath. This one doesn't have it, but you have a section here where you can add in any text, any information, any downloads, any PDFs that you want to add to supplement those lessons. Step #2 is to create your first course, aka your first product, as it is known inside the Kajabi platform. And to go and set up your first product, you want to go over to the product section and create a new product. So you can choose a template to start from, or simply choose the blank option to start from scratch. So choose one of those if you want to. If you're doing a membership or a coaching program, that might be a good place to start. But I'm going to keep it simple and go and start a blank product. So at this stage, you want to name your course, you want to give it a description, set up your product thumbnail if you have created one. If you haven't yet, no big deal, you can figure this out later and upload it at any time. So let's just play around here. Let's call this Course Bootcamp, and I've uploaded the thumbnail that I created for my last program. That doesn't quite fit with our new title, but let's just go with that. After you do that stage, Kajabi is going to generate your first product. So this is the start of my online course. Now, right now, all we have is a blank category and a blank post. That has nothing in it yet. So what I want to do is set up the structure of my course. So I can go down here and add content. I can either add a new subcategory that goes under this category or add a new post. Your posts are your lessons. So for each post, I'm going to upload a new video lesson or include some sort of text-based lesson or PDF download or something else supplemental. But if I want to add different categories, I want to go up here to the Add Content button, and I can choose to add a new category, a new subcategory, or a new post, or upload multiple videos if I have stuff created already and I want to do that in one go. So let's just add a new category. So say this is Module 1. So again, you can add a description, add an image. I don't have an image for that, so I'm just going to create that to start. And you can see here we have Module 1. So let's rename this one. We'll do that Module 2. And save that. And now I have Module 2 above Module 1, but you can go here and click and drag to change the order of anything in your course. You can do this whenever you want. So right now, Module 1 is just a draft. So if I already had students in here, they wouldn't be able to see that. So once I have that all ready to go, once I've added in my lessons, I have added in all the content for it, I can go over here and click and set it to published. Your categories function as your modules, so you want to structure a course that way, add in as many modules as you want, and then include a post under each module for each of the lessons you want to include in that module. So let's go take a look at that. So this is the back end of your post or your individual lesson. So I can title that, and then the next thing I want to decide if I'm adding media or not. So you can either do none, in which you say are adding text down here, you're adding text lessons, or you're linking to say a document saved in Google Drive. I can add a video, you can do audio if you're doing audio recordings, or you can actually do assessments which function as quizzes if you want to test your students on the knowledge they've been learning. But say I am going to upload a video, I would simply go here and select a file. You can upload a new file or select a recent one if you've already uploaded it somewhere else within Kajabi. So let's add in this one, and it's going to add that video to my lesson. I can add in any notes here if I want to mention anything to my students, but I'm going to leave that blank for now. Next, if I scroll down, there is the download section. So here is where I can add in a file. So say I have a PDF that supplements this lesson, I can upload that here. So I have this ideal customer avatar mockup. Let's say we want to add that in so my students can download that. So that is going to store it here, and then there will be a link in the lesson for my students to go and download that. But once that is ready to go, I can click up here and save. So again, I've already published this. If it was in a draft, I would want to make sure that's published. So let's take a look at what that lesson now looks like. So you can see here, I have my video player at the top. It has my video here, and then you can see the download section here. I can click that and it'll download that image that I just uploaded. And that is how you create your lessons inside Kajabi. You want to repeat that until you have all of your course content uploaded into your course dashboard. If you haven't created your course content yet and you're not sure how to go about that, I've included a list of all of the tools, all of the tech, all of the things that I use to create my own course videos. I have links for those in the description below, so you can check that out if you're not sure which camera to get, which editing software to create your videos. There's a bunch of tools you can use to make this really, really easy, and everything that I use, I highly recommend for you as well. So if you're not sure where to get started, that is the place to start. But once you have done that, once you've got all of your content uploaded into your course, you're basically ready to go. One last thing, you can customize your course as well. I'm gonna click the customize button and go down here to customize. This is the course customization backend, and this is where you can change things like how the header looks. You can change your brand colors, you can change your branding, your text, the structure of how your course dashboard is set up. You can change how this is all ordered. But this is where you would do that. I'm not gonna go into all that there, but let's take a look at the hero so I can choose to show that or not. I can upload a different background image. I can change what this says. I can get rid of that button if I want to. You really have so much control over how everything looks inside Kajabi. It's a really great platform to get the look and feel that you want, that really showcases your brand identity. Step number 3 is to create your offer and your checkout page. This is where you set all of that up so you're ready to take payments and enroll your first clients. So now that you've created your course, you've got all your course content inside there, now we need to create an offer that people can actually buy. So let's go do that. We're gonna go over to sales, and that takes us automatically into offers. So we want to go and create a new offer. You can title this whatever you want. So let's do course bootcamp, and you want to select your product. So let's select that product that we just made and choose which type of payment. So let's just stick with a one-time payment here. You have a lot of options with Kajabi. You can do one-time payment, multiple payments, recurring payments, or just do a free offer. But let's keep it simple and say I'm going to sell this for $197, and you can choose your currency as well. Let's keep that as US dollars and create. So now my offer has been created. We just want to tweak this. We want to edit our checkout and make sure it is not full of a bunch of default text, and make sure it's exactly what we want. So this is optional here. You have your title, but you can add in an internal title if you want to organize things that way, add a description. And we scroll down and we can see that it's the included product. You can upload an image. Again, this is similar to your thumbnail that we created with the course. There's a whole bunch of extra features here, like you can add in upsells, you can add in what happens when somebody abandons cart, you can automatically send emails to remind them of that, and there's automations that's also a bit more complicated, but we're not going to get into that here. We want to keep this simple and straightforward so we can get our offer and our course up and running and selling. But that covers the offer itself. We do want to make sure our checkout has been edited before we set this offer live. And that is because let's take a preview of that checkout page. So right now, this is what that checkout page looks like. It's very bland. It's just the default text. It has, insert call to action statement. You do not want to send potential clients to this page without editing it first. So what we want to do is click the edit checkout button, and that will take us to the checkout editor. So the first thing we want to do is edit our offer details. We have our title, our banner image. You can add in a video if you want to add a video here. You can add in an image, change your logo. Let's pick a logo. Let's do this one. Save that. You can change the background image here. So say I want something that looks a little nicer than that. So let's do this one. And then you want to go down here and make sure you edit the text. We don't want this default text. So it's a good practice just to go over exactly what they get when they buy and make sure that information is all in there. You can change your primary colors. Right now it's blue, so that is not my brand color. I'm going to make that purple. Extra contact information. So right now it's set to just collect email address and card number. I can collect their address, their phone number, a name and password, or add a custom field if there's something else you want to collect as well. So let's just save that and see what that looks like. So now this form is a bit longer. It requires more things, but you can choose what you need for that. And again, there's extra things here you can add. There's a service agreement. You can choose if you want that to show up. You can have this checkbox, just to make sure that they've agreed to your terms and conditions. You can add in testimonials, add them in here. It'll show up at the bottom of your checkout page. Add in footer navigation, a nav bar at the bottom of the page, or even an order bump if you want to sell them on another product as they're already pulling out their credit cards. But once you have done all that, once you're happy, you want to save, and now you're ready to go. Now you're ready to sell your offer. So if I click here up in the right, I can get link, and that will allow me to copy my link. And this is what I want to be sharing with people when I'm promoting my offer. So this is what I'm going to be linking to in my emails, from my Instagram, wherever I'm promoting my offer. I want to send people to this checkout page, or alternatively, you're sending people to your sales page and your sales page links to this checkout. Step number 4 is to create your sales strategy. Now, in this section, what you're gonna need is a high converting sales page that outlines all of the great features, all of the outcomes of your course, and you're gonna need email and or social media promo content so you can promote that offer to your existing audience. All right, so the first step in setting up your sales and marketing strategy is to create your high converting landing page. So let's go over to website, and we want to create a page. So I'm going to go down to pages, and we want to make a new page. Kajabi has a ton of different templates you can choose from to get you started with this. You can pick one that you like the look of and edit it from there. It is very customizable. You can make it look exactly how you need to, but this is just a great way to jumpstart your process and save you a bit of time. So let's preview that, and let's see. Yeah, I like the looks of that. So I can go and get started, name this my course bootcamp sales page, and create. And now Kajabi is going to go and generate that sales page for me. So again, this is the Kajabi page editor. It's very similar to the editor you use to edit the look and feel of your course, but I find this is a little more powerful. There's so many options, there's so many features you can add to a sales page. So you want to customize this to fit in with your branding. You can click any of these sections, replace the backgrounds, change the images, change the text, and you want to go through your sales page section by section and adding in your information, adding in your sales copy, adding in your branding as well. If there are sections you don't want to include, so say I want to get rid of this section here, I can click on that and simply click to delete that section. If you want to add in sections, you can scroll down to the bottom and add section. And there's a whole bunch of different blocks that you can add. So there's text blocks. You can click on them to preview. So this is what a text block looks like: a 2-column text block, a 3-column text block, a call to action. There's so many different blocks you can add and edit it to look the way that you want it to look. But say I want to add here, I want to add in a pricing options section so that people can buy my course. So let's click on the pricing cards. So say I have 3 different payment plans for my course. Maybe I have a one-time payment, maybe I have a payment plan option, and something else. So I can go and click on add if I decide I want to add that, and that will add that to my sales page. So now you can see I'm in the section for these pricing cards here. So I have the 3 pricing cards. I can rearrange those if I want to, and I can click into each one and edit the information provided. You want to make sure you change all the information. You want to change where these links go to. You want to link to your checkout page that we just set up. Again, this takes some time. It takes some getting used to. It takes a while to get a feel for the editor, but it is very powerful. It is very useful for getting the exact look and feel that you want for your sales page. And all of these sections, all of these things can be rearranged. So if I want to move my FAQ down to the end right before the pricing cards, I can do that. So let's just do a little bit of editing here just to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to click on this box here. I can change the text. I can change the color. So let's change the color of that. Let's make it red. I can change the color of the background. I can go down to the background section and choose a different color. So let's make that purple. If I want to switch out an image, I can do that as well. Let's switch out this image to something else, this one. So you do at this stage, you want to take some time. You want to take some time to go through and edit that sales page until it is exactly what you want. This definitely takes some time, but it is 100% worth it because this is what is going to be selling people on your course. One last thing here I want to talk about with this editor, go back to the main page, is the settings section. So there's a few things you can change here. There's the favicon. That is this little icon that shows here. It's set to the default Kajabi icon. I can upload my own, so it shows my own branded icon there. There's the style guide. This is where you can set your default colors, what colors you want your buttons to be, the design and size of your buttons. You can change what fonts you want for your body, for your headings, and you can change your default font color so that we don't have to go through and change the colors everywhere. You can just simply set it here and it'll change these fonts, it'll change these colors everywhere on that page. But there's a lot that goes into creating a really successful, highly converting sales page. There's a lot that goes into what you should say and what order sections should go, but that is way beyond the scope of this video. But if you would like me to do a video on that in the future, definitely leave me a comment below and I can definitely make that happen. And the second stage of your marketing and sales system is your email marketing. So this is your email promo, which either shows up as your launch emails that you do a live launch with, or an evergreen email funnel that converts people, that sells them on your course automatically. So let's set that up. So we want to go down to the marketing section and we're automatically in email campaign. So let's create an email campaign by clicking new email campaign. At this stage, your choice here is going to depend on what kind of email campaign you're creating. So if you're going to be doing a live launch, which I recommend if this is your first course launch, to launch it live before you set it up evergreen, you want to do email broadcasts. And you're gonna set an email broadcast for each of the emails in your sales sequence. You're gonna set up a separate email broadcast for each of the launch emails that you're going to send out, and you're gonna schedule those depending on when you are launching your course. Now, if you are doing an evergreen launch, you wanna use an email sequence. So within the sequence, you'll have several emails and they'll go out a certain number of days after somebody signs up. But let's keep this simple. Let's do this as if we are doing a live launch, and we're gonna go and schedule email broadcasts. So I'm gonna continue. And again, Kajabi has lots of different templates here. You can choose that if you want to, but I'm gonna keep it simple and use the classic editor. So let's call this Course Bootcamp Launch Email number 1. So I'm gonna do this for each of the emails that I'm gonna schedule out for my launch. Now, there's a lot that goes into creating a launch sequence. There's a lot of strategy for how many emails you should send, when you should send them, what should be in each email, but we're not getting into that in this video. But the next step here is who will receive this broadcast. I want to send this to everybody on my email list. Let's save and continue. This is where you can add in your email and do all of your editing. So I can select my subject for this email and paste in the copy that I've written already for my first launch email. Once you have your subject, your body, you've edited it to perfection, we want to go down here and click save and continue. The next step is to review that email and make sure this is going out when we want it to. The next step is simply to review that, make sure you have no mistakes, save and continue. And this is where we schedule. So I don't want to send this right now. I want to schedule this. So this is going to depend on when you are launching your course. So maybe you're launching and you're sending out emails for 5 days before the cart opens. So I want to schedule this to 5 days before my cart open is scheduled. So say I am going to do this in September. Maybe I'm launching on the 6th And my first email I want to go out on September 1st. So I can select that date, I can select the time, and then once I confirm, that is ready to go. I'm just gonna keep this as a draft for now because I don't actually wanna send that email out to my list. But once you've done that, once you have that ready to go, this will be scheduled. It'll go automatically to your email list to promote your course. So if I'm doing a live launch, I wanna repeat that and create all of the emails that I plan on sending out for my launch and schedule them when I need those to go out. One thing here you should be careful of is to make sure all of your links are correct when you open your cart. You want to make sure you're sending them to your sales page or your checkout pages. Double check those links, because if those links don't work, nobody can buy your course. So double check those, double check all your information and your links, and you should be good to go. You should be ready to launch your course. And that is it. If you followed all of these steps, you've set up your course, you've set up your systems for enrolling new students, for accepting payments and getting them in the door. You have your promo content, so you are ready to launch to your email list, to your social media followers, wherever you've built your audience. All you need to do now is schedule that launch, get that offer out there in front of your audience, and continue to grow your audience, continue to get your offer in front of your ideal customers and clients. If you can do that consistently, the systems you set up in Kajabi will take care of the rest, whether you are setting that as an evergreen funnel or you're doing live launches. How you grow your audience is up to you, but in general, you want to be sending traffic to your lead magnet, growing your audience that way, getting people onto your email list, and then you either have your evergreen funnel set up to pitch them your course on autopilot, or you do your live launches 3 to 4 times per year and launch to your whole audience as one big segment. But we are out of time, and I'm not going to go into these in-depth different strategies. So if you want to take things further, if you want extra help in getting your course out there, coming up with an amazing course idea, getting your course set up, the marketing, the selling side of things, then I have a live training that's really gonna help you get there. I'm hosting an exclusive free training called Course Idea to Consistent Profit. And in this training, I'm walking you through step by step my entire process for creating, launching, and scaling your online course in 90 days flat. All of this is without relying on having a huge audience to begin with or shelling out cash for paid ads. You don't need any of these things. You can do this completely with free methods. So click the link in the description below. This is 100% free, and I drop some of my best knowledge bombs in this training. You really don't want to miss out. There has literally never been a better time to get your course out there into the world, and I would love to help you make that a reality. But thank you guys so much for watching, for sticking it out to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with a friend who could also benefit from this, somebody who's looking to make a course part of their business as well. Is there something I missed talking about in this video? If there is, leave a comment for me down below and I will chat at you about it and maybe even make a video on that topic in the future. Otherwise, if you're ready to take your course-based business to the next level, make sure you check out one of these videos next, and I will see you guys next time.